Afternoon, everybody. I am going to do my part 4 of my summer tour. This room just has a little bit of touches of patriotic items, but it's more summer. And I wanted to get this all done for you. And please overlook my dirty windows. If I waited on getting those windows cleaned, you'll never get to see the tour. I've been working outside so much that I haven't cleaned windows, so please ignore them. That's one of our little child's dressers that we love and collect. And the old clock face with old books and an old crock right there. My collection of mostly bisque babies. They all have come from yard sales. And there is a little vintage Cupid doll right there. These lamps, they came from a yard sale probably 10 years ago. But I love them. They're really heavy. And this lady had a store and was closing out the stuff at a yard sale. There's one of my crowns and one of the books we made. And one of my caged ladies. You can hear the creaky floors. And a little reproduction patriotic postcard. When I'm down here crafting, I love to turn my music on. Lots of old vintage pearl buttons. Another one of my collections. Y'all seen the little terrier dogs. I don't change those out except at Christmas time. A lot of little terriers and other dogs and a kitty. And under the wire cloche is a vintage cup with another bisque baby in it. And over here are a lot of different vintage items in this little child's cupboard. This actually came from England, this cupboard did. Some different little sewing items. And good gracious, there is a hand in her from last Halloween that I never even paid attention to. All the times I've dusted that. And my daddy's harmonica. And his buckeye that he used to carry in his pocket all the time. And the wonderful little old monks. Lots more of old sewing items and some pieces of silver, old scissors, and some utensils. And there's the other lamp. And then up there's one of my vintage Toll watering cans. Another one of the old cupboards. This one came from a church sale. And there's the little bench John built. And the little child's shoe shine box. That's a banner from Target. There's some of my Toll trays that we've collected for years. There's one of my old flower frogs. And these seed packs are actually from an old seed store that used to be on our downtown market in my local hometown many years ago. And we were lucky enough to get some of these. And there's the bunny inside the cloche that has the bird on top. An old booklet Let not your heart be troubled. And I think now's when we really need to listen to that, because if you listen to the news, it's hard not to stay upset all the time. There's one of the bird's nests I made, and my collection of little crumb pans or little dust pans, and some of my favorite baby shoes. Up here, all this ruby glass is all vintage. A lot of it is dated or has people's names on it. Then right here is one of the precious little Lori Mitchells that our daughter sent us. She sent us 2 pieces of Halloween that I'll show you in a little bit for John's birthday. And the little fishing guy was John's Father's Day. And Little Miss Muffet, that's the How Does Your Garden Grow? Wrong, fairy tale. They are Lori Mitchell, and I think they're just precious. See, it's a little watering can. And there's an old flag pen. See, this is a super old piece. That was the Jamestown Exposition. I think I showed that to you last year. And then a couple more pieces. And just some various things hanging up there. Forgot to turn this lantern on. And an old print. Then a little chair with a bird's nest and some other florals. And then the Rae Dunn Farm Fresh with some bouquets in it that has the red and the blue and the sunflowers, and I stuck a flag in it. All these goodies you all have seen probably many times. And I love the old cherub. And I put a crown on her. Look at that pack of vintage buttons with that baby. Little darling buttons. And another crown. And my collection of old irons, child's irons and dishes and little pots and little canisters. And they're all in another old cupboard. And the little washing tin with the little children's washboard. We've always loved children's things. And my tree that has some crowns and things like that on it. It won't be that long till it'll be decorated for Halloween. And back here is a lot of my old buttons and old threads and various old things. And that red, white, and blue flag garland up there, that actually is another scarf from Dollar Tree. Another toll tray. And that's a wonderful old photograph that we picked up at a yard sale. Another cage lady. And the vintage bust. Too many collections. But we love it. Craft supplies. I love that shelf, wire shelf that we got at Michael's. I think that's been 2 years ago. More of my baby shoes and another toll tray. And over here is, of course, my workstation. More supplies, ribbons, all the old bottles, and my sweet mama and my grandma who have long since passed. vintage stained glass, and lots more old goodies up there, sock darners, and lace and spools. That shelf came from a yard sale. And this is my little Paris corner. And this little tree gets decorated at Christmas time in Paris items. John's got me some things ready for me to craft. We'll do some more Halloween and Christmas. I'm going to turn around here so I can show you the two Halloween pieces of Lori Mitchell that Cindy and her boyfriend Jake got us. Actually, these two were John's birthday present, but we love the same thing, so when one of us gets something for a holiday or birthday, both of us enjoy it. And they were so sweet to send us those 4 Lori Mitchells. Look at that moon, Mr. Moon. I can't remember what they're called, but I love them. And Dracula sitting on his tombstone. More craft supplies. Well, this is it. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe and be kind. Till the next time.